Have you ever felt like someone convinced you of something without giving you all the facts? Like your own mind filled in the blanks for them? Well, it's not magic. It's actually one of the oldest and most powerful tools of persuasion there is. And today, we're going to take it apart piece by piece. Let's dive in.
So, to get started, let me just throw this question at you. Think about a political speech that really moved you, or an ad that made you want to buy something, or even just a casual chat with a friend that totally changed your mind. What's the invisible thread connecting all of them?
The answer is they all rely on a type of argument that isn't fully spoken out loud. It's an argument that trusts you, the listener, to do the final bit of work. It lives and it gets activated right inside your own mind, based on your own beliefs and experiences.
And to really understand how it works, we have to go back to its origin, to its name. Because like so many things in rhetoric, the secret is hiding in its ancient Greek roots.
The word is enthymeme. It comes from the Greek en, which means inside, and thymos, which is this fascinating word that covers everything from the soul and mind to passion and thought. So literally, an enthymeme is that which is held inside the soul.
And this is absolutely crucial. It's not some cold, logical argument served up on a platter. It's an intimate thought. Its power relies on what you already believe, on your emotions and on your worldview. The speaker just plants a seed, and your mind does the rest. Now let's go from the poetic to the practical. Aristotle, the grand master of rhetoric, had a much more technical definition. For him, the enthymeme was a version of a syllogism, which is just a simple three-part logical structure like, all humans are mortal, Socrates is a human, therefore Socrates is mortal. But Aristotle called the enthymeme a defective syllogism in a way.
What Aristotle meant was that an enthymeme is a logical structure with a piece missing. The speaker leaves out one of the premises or even the conclusion, cleverly assuming that you already know it and will fill it in yourself.
Check out the difference here. On the left, you've got a complete syllogism, very logical step by step. On the right, the enthymeme. He can't be innocent. He was at the scene of the crime. See what's missing? The general statement that being at the scene of the crime makes you guilty. It's not said because it's assumed you'll think it.
And this gets us to the most brilliant part of this technique. It's not about the speaker, it's all about the audience.
The real power of the enthymeme is in the silence, in the empty space it leaves. Because when you fill that space, the argument is no longer just the speaker's, now it's yours too. You've become a co-creator of the idea. The mental process is almost instant, and it goes like this. First, you hear the incomplete argument. Second, your brain, which hates a vacuum, immediately searches your own database of beliefs and experiences for the missing piece. And third, boom, you complete the logic, and in doing so, you convince yourself. Let's do a quick test. I say this sentence to you. The student didn't show up for the exam. Just pause for a second. What's the very first explanation that came to your mind?
It's almost certain you thought something like, of course, they didn't study. Your mind took the information didn't show up and connected it to a common belief. People who don't study avoid exams. You just completed an enthymeme without even realizing it.
So now that we understand the mechanism, let's look at one of its most potent and common forms, one that's based on comparing values.
This technique works because all of us, no matter our culture, understand that there are hierarchies. That some things are good, but other things are better. That some actions are bad, but others are worse. This is the basis for the more and less argument.
Listen to this sentence. If it's wrong to lie in public, it's even more wrong to do it under oath. It's incredibly persuasive, isn't it? It feels like an undeniable truth. But why?
The key question is this. What was the piece of information that you personally added to make that sentence sound so logical and convincing? What was left unsaid?
Let's break it down. The premise that's stated is that lying in public is wrong. The conclusion is that doing it under oath is even worse. But the magic is in the hidden premise, the one you supplied, that an oath carries a superior moral or legal weight. Without that belief of yours, the argument just falls apart.
Okay, so we've taken apart the theory, but what's the real-world application? Why is it so important to understand how this works?
It matters because once you know what an enthymeme is, you start seeing them everywhere. It is the hidden language of persuasion that's constantly surrounding us, influencing what we buy, who we vote for, and even what we believe. A luxury car on an empty road isn't just selling metal, it's selling freedom. The hidden premise, this car will give you the life you desire.
A politician says, we can't let them take our jobs.
The hidden premise, there is an us versus them, they are a threat, and only I can protect you.
Even on your own feed, a picture of someone on an exotic beach captioned "Living my best life," the hidden premise, this is the only valid way to live a full life.
So, I'll leave you with a challenge. The enthymeme works best when we're not aware of it, but now you have the upper hand. Knowing about the hidden argument is more than just a neat fact. It's a fundamental tool for critical thinking. It gives you the power to pause and ask, what belief of mine are they using to convince me? In a world saturated with messages, recognizing this allows you to choose what to believe instead of just being persuaded without realizing it. So the real question is, how many of them are you going to be able to spot, starting right now?